Alright guys, welcome to your first online spelling lesson. This lesson is meant for the kids who are studying short vowels right now, so make sure you are in the correct video. And make sure that you have your notebook with you so you can write down some of the things that I write down just to keep as notes. And let's see how we do. So, you guys have created your lists and you have come up with some words that might be a little tricky for you, and you've gotten your word study book ready. So now let's just talk about some of the newer things regarding short vowels that could help you when it comes to spelling. If you were to look at your rule page, it says that short vowels exist in closed syllables. It also says that they are usually spelled just as the letter that they're making, which would be A, E, I, O, and U. It also says that Y sometimes make a short vowel sound, and that sometimes vowel teams make a short vowel sound. So let's look at some different spellings for a second. So the short A sound is pronounced ah. Short E is eh. Short I is I. Short O would be ah. And of course short U would be Those are our short vowel sounds. So the short A can be spelled as an A. The short E actually can have two different spellings. It can be spelled just with an E, but also a vowel team EA, like in the word head, can also make a short E sound. I is also interesting because the letter Y can sometimes create a short I sound, like in the word gym. Gym is spelled G-Y-M, and it sounds like it's making that short I sound. And then O and U are spelled just as is. So this, for example, might be something that you want to write down in your notebook, just as a reminder that that short E and I could have a different spelling. So if you take a look at a word that we know has one syllable, strap. It says one syllable. Every syllable has a vowel sound. I see that this is the vowel sound. Since it ends in a consonant, I can definitely say that this is closed, and that A is definitely a short A sound. And so typically the spellings will look like this. Let's look at a few examples. Try these in your notebook. Write down the word spent and mark where the short vowel sound is. Then try crack, drill, wish, blonde, bread, careful about bread, strung, myth, like a mythical creature, and splash. Press pause and try to mark these short vowel sounds on your own. All right, so you should have said spent, and really listen to hear it. Spent. That's a short E sound. Crack, ah, short A. Drill, I, short I. Wish, I, again, short I. Blonde, that one sounds kind of funny, but it is making a short O. Bread has a vowel team, so together that's making a short E sound. Strung has our short U. Myth is making that short I we talked about, and splash, of course. Nice job. Hopefully you're feeling good so far. Let's talk about transitioning to longer words. So the cool thing about recognizing short vowel spellings when you hear them is that you know they're in closed syllables, so it helps you to spell words that you may not have heard before. For example, if I know how to spell these three words, I know how to spell net, I know how to spell fish, and I know how to spell test. Since I can spell those three words, there are some longer words I can spell that have those words in them. For example, magnet. So a magnet is a word, something you put on a door or on your refrigerator to hang up. And mag has a short A, and I hear the M and the G. And then net, I already knew how to spell with the short E, so magnet is spelled M-A-G-N-E-T. You can also eventually we're going to learn how to transition to even longer words that are derivatives, like the word magnetism. you'll learn that ism is spelled like this. And so we just have to add that suffix there, and then that helps us describe the property of a magnet that holds magnetism. So then let's think about the word test. If I can spell test, I can spell contest. Con, I hear the short O. Test I can spell. And so contest, it comes together just like that. And then if I can spell fish, that means I can spell something like selfish. Self, I hear that consonant blend LF there with the short E, self. But also, I know how to spell fish, and I hear that in there. Selfish. Selfish. Perfect. 2 short vowel sounds, and I spelled a longer word. And then you could spell something even longer, like if I wanted to describe a person who is selfish, I could say they're full of selfishness, and I would add the suffix ness. So you can transition to even longer words with this too. Make sure you've taken some notes. If you haven't, feel free to rewind and watch again. And you may move on to an activity in your spelling book. Great job.